I have no title, no plan of action, no railroad laid out for what I'm gonna say. I have no thoughts that I'm gonna pull up. I have no clue what to say. So I'm just gonna talk and see what that leads me into. What's That's exactly what I'm talking about. That I doing weird things and then not knowing how to continue from it. Doing things that break your stream of being perfect. Talking perfectly. Making coherent sense in your sentences. Just being off-putting to talk to. Saying things that are like weirdly deep, and like your words are supposed to mean something, but they just come out like fucking Scrabble. Now on that, you actually can't run it back. You cannot force people. Not force. You can't expect people to take your shards of glass and know how to reassemble them into a perfect reflection of what you said. You can never expect people to do that. And I always, my whole life, expected people around me to know how to pick what I'm saying apart and put it back together in a way. Why the fuck would I even talk if they knew what I was gonna say? And I guess what I really thought was, why would there be anything wrong with my words that other people couldn't understand them? Why would there, how come everyone else can talk and pick up what they're putting down? One time I said that to my ex and she thought I was fucking joking. I said, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. And she burst into hysterical laughter. And she was like, you're funny. Yeah, you're right. I was joking. Yeah. I spent way too long to admit thinking that other people should put my sentence together for me. When what it really was that I didn't have something wrong with me. I just, difference in life and thought, you can't pinpoint what the fuck is wrong with people when it comes to stuff like that. That's why they never know if you have CTE until you die, because people might think they could tell, but like with anything, with any mental fuckery that happens with people, you don't actually know. This is what I try to spread to everyone around me. This is the gospel that I'm whistling through my teeth. You seen that guy on Instagram? Every time he says an S, it's like a bird's chirping. Hey, ma'am, how's your day doing today? Can I get a strawberry slime cake? It's the loudest thing in the whole entire video, bro. It'll clip out everything he's gonna. It's so funny. But he's probably going through his life for so long with that. And he probably doesn't even fucking care. Like, when you have something like that, you don't, like, you're aware of it, but you're not just thinking of that all the time. Which is why people become unaware of things like that. It's not because they're just dumb. It's just because they've lived with it for so long. Why would they think about that for their whole life? It's just gonna blend in with everything else after a while. It becomes normal. But, yeah. You cannot expect people to fuck your fuck thoughts into fuck words. That's why I'm taking the responsibility upon myself to change everything about me. And I'm trying to get down to the root cause of everything. There's always a way to. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I got so much will in me because I've had so much suffering through my whole life. What the fuck is that? You know, that's one downside to having my foot of my bed on the wall instead of the headboard, is that I think like a like an entity is gonna poke its eyeball through the boards and like lick me or something. But holy shit. Yeah. And the things I've thought about so much, the things that I've been put my mind to the most is how I actually think that I'm not worth talking to. I genuinely, wholeheartedly think that I am just not, I just say dumb things and that's it. I shouldn't talk. And like, where do those things come from? It comes from the people around you, telling you. Because sometimes people don't like other people's quirks and they want to fucking make them hate themselves for it. And when you're young, you're gonna believe everything that other people tell you, unless you're Einstein and you carry a big truth calculator with you. But yeah, I believed a lot of things that were told to me, or maybe I saw things that were told to other people and I just didn't want to be, you know, thrashed on the way that, I don't know what I saw, but either way, it's an idea. That's all it is an idea. And I have to, it's my duty as a person to work off all of my incorrect ideas. And I see so many people around me that don't care about what they think. It's not they don't care, well, it is. It is that they don't care. It's that they, I mean, it kind of isn't their fault. It's just like that people, if they're not in a position where they're suffering enough, they have no reason to question why they think what they think, or to want to see truth in things. And I've been put down so much in my whole fucking life that I just want the truth in everything. I don't care what the fuck it is, bro. I hate myself for thinking the same things for too long. Well, I hate myself for not checking on my thoughts. Because I see people who just never, they just live their whole life with the same exact ideas. And that's not something to hate on. You don't hate on people for that. You just, maybe try and suggest them something better. Try and give them something that changes their position. And I try and do it a lot, but it rarely ever works. Like, people with something, you can know things that are an addition to something else, and somebody who is knowing the something else and that the addition will laugh at you for saying your idea that you've built off of what they think, and they think what you think is so far from them, and they actually know the thing that builds off of yours. And that's really all people want to do, is just they want to prove that what they think is the latest addition to a line of thoughts, and that your thought is just a few steps back, and you need to take these specific steps. But that's what everybody thinks, and what you should really think is, like, how do I tell whether or not someone's thoughts are because of how do I know if someone's moving ahead of me, or if they're even moving in the right direction ahead of me, or what fucking... There's so many things you could think about. There's so many things. I see people all the time that think every single time someone else is wrong. No, I see people all the time that think every single time they're in disagreement with someone that the other person just doesn't understand what they're saying. Like, it's not nowhere where they get angry. They just genuinely think, like, no, that's not what I meant. Like, you can tell with the way people inflect what they say, and they genuinely think that the other person just doesn't know something. They're not picking up on something. And any other thing, everything, bro. It's hard to explain it, but fuck, I don't know. That's why I started this channel, because I have to fix this shit. Not fix it, it's not a problem, it's just something I want to move towards. It's thoughts I want to add to. You are a constantly living thing. You are constantly able to add things to yourself. That's something I've been thinking about a lot. And it's just like a change of thought. You can literally live every day of your life, like every minute of your life, you can be like adding things. You can be like increasing your attributes constantly. You can be always getting better at talking. You can be always getting better at making money. You can always be getting better at a schedule. You can always be getting better. Like, you can literally, if you just constantly pay attention, you can always just look and see, like, oh wait, there's a better way to do things. There's so many people, I feel like I've said that exact sentence a few times. There's so many people, but you can, like, there's people that think that not that they know everything, this is a different type of person, but there's people that think that there's no reason to add to what I know. There's no reason to increase everything. Good is fine, but in reality, good is great's worst enemy. And that is really my good is great's worst enemy, and that's my favorite thing to say. I just love saying it. It's so true, bro. It doesn't apply to everything. A lot of sayings, people think just because it's a saying applies to anything and everything and can be used anywhere. Nah, that's not true, buddy. But you just need to watch. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn. That's the whole reason. I'm trying to learn how to just watch and learn. Because life is a tutor. It's not a conscious thing. It's just always happening and showing you things. It's not like a universe and magic and no. It's just the way life is. There's always going to be a balance of negative and positive things because of all these little fucking domino effects, and it's perfectly set up to always show you how to improve something about yourself because of negative feelings or I don't know, but you don't even need like negative feelings. You can just like, I am, as an example, something really small and insignificant, I am so fucking good at tying shoes. I tie shoes in a millisecond. I just use my pointer finger and my thumb, and I go like this. I don't do the fucking bunny loop thing. I just go like this, make a knot. I'm not tying knots in my shoelaces. I'm making an actual like bow tie, but I do it in like a weird, I think I saw it off of like TikTok a long ass time ago. I learned how to fold clothes really quick and tie shoes really quick. Just because. And another thing that comes from doing that, just always learning little things. Always looking at all these little whatever the fuck so you can just improve. It gives you a sense of direction, which is like the most fulfilling thing you can have. And it's the most fulfilling thing you can have. And once you get all the things you want, you're still looking, still just watching. I just got to walking. I seen this guy that looks like he was born on Jupiter. That's so mean, bro. I don't know. I don't actually mean to insult people like that, but he's just a funny guy because of what he says, not because of how he looks. How he looks made me chuckle because of the shock value of someone who looks very different, but then I felt bad because I probably thought everyone looks at this guy this way, and he probably knows that. And yeah, I've talked way too much this time. I think it's because I'm late. I think it's because it's late, and I'm a little, I get kind of special when it's late, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a great day. Sleep well. Eat your veggies. I gotta come up with a cool name for this video.